This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for July 8, 2023. And in the news this evening, man fatally stabbed in dispute, allegedly over woman in Mandeville, says police. Police are probing the stabbing death of a man who was allegedly attacked by another following a reported dispute over a woman in Mandeville on Saturday morning. Police have not yet released the identity of the victim. A senior police source told the news that the two men were reportedly embroiled in an argument when sharp instruments were drawn and used to inflict wounds on each other. The men were taken to hospital, where one was pronounced dead and the other admitted. Two men were fighting over a woman. They stabbed each other. They were taken to hospital by citizens. One died and the other is in critical condition, said the police source. Another credible source said the incident happened about 7 a.m. behind a plaza in the vicinity of Plaza Road and Perth Road. The area is popularly known for prostitution. Statistics from the police up to June 30 for Manchester show that 24 murders were recorded since the start of the year, in comparison to 23 for the corresponding period last year. St. Elizabeth, a farmer accused of bludgeoning man with a stone charged. A farmer has been charged with murder after he allegedly attacked a man and repeatedly hit him on the head with a stone during an incident in Junction, St. Elizabeth on Monday, June 27. Dead is 62-year-old Rupert Cunningham, a laborer of Downs District, Watson Hill, Manchester. Charged is 39-year-old Christopher DaCosta, otherwise called Boswell, of Overhill District in St. Elizabeth. Reports are that about 4:50 p.m., Cunningham was walking on a dirt path when DaCosta approached him and engaged him in a conversation. Cunningham continued walking along the roadway when DaCosta kicked him and he fell to the ground. DaCosta then reportedly used a stone to hit Cunningham on his head repeatedly, causing wounds. The police were alerted and he was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Following an investigation, DaCosta was arrested. He was formally charged after he underwent an interview session in the presence of his attorney. His court date has not yet been finalized. Bundog charged for chef's murder. A 22-year-old man was charged in relation to the shooting death of 29-year-old Damien Cummings, a chef of Sunlight Street, Kingston 13, on Tuesday, June 22. Charged is Nicoy Waldron, otherwise called a Bundog, a tiler of Walker's Crescent, Campbell's Boulevard in Kingston 11. Waldron was charged with murder, conspiracy to murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that at about 1 p.m. on the day in question, citizens heard explosions coming from the Sunlight Street area. Lawmen were summoned and upon their arrival, Cummings was discovered lying face down in a yard with gunshot wounds. He was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. An investigation was launched and Waldron was taken into custody on Friday, July 7. He was charged later that day following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. His court date has not yet been finalized. One in custody following firearm and ammo seizure. A man is in police custody after a team of officers seized an illegal firearm and 13 rounds of ammunition during a joint police-military operation in Berkshire District, Westmoreland on Saturday. Reports are that about 5 a.m., lawmen were in the area when a premises that was occupied by a man was searched. During the search, one Taurus .38 revolver with 6.38 rounds of ammunition was found in his possession. A further search was conducted and an additional 7.38 rounds of ammunition was found at another section of the premises. Closer examination revealed that several lead sheets with identity information of people residing overseas were also found in his possession. He was subsequently taken into custody, however his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. NHD loan applicants urged to hire competent professionals. Persons wishing to purchase a home are encouraged to engage competent professionals to avoid delays in getting their National Housing Trust loan disbursed. The agency promises that once persons are successful with their loan interview, the money is usually paid out within 90 days. However, other processes external to the NHT may play a part in delaying the disbursement of funds. To avoid pitfalls or delays, ensure that you hire competent professionals. A good attorney who has experience in legal conveyancing, said Assistant General Manager for Corporate Communications and Public Affairs at the NHT, Dwayne Burbick, at a recent JIS think tank. You want to ensure that the persons who are providing the valuation report and the surveyor's identification report, that they are properly registered, properly certified, tested and proven individuals, he added. Mr. Burbick noted that loan applicants often encounter hurdles such as inaccurate information on documents and being misinformed by the persons they hire to complete the transaction. Those are some of the other issues that you face, especially when your documents go to the stamp office, he said, noting that a good attorney will look out for and correct the errors before your documents move further down the chain. The NHT's website gives a step-by-step guide on what is required of persons when they are applying for a home loan, which Mr. Burbick noted is a very involved process. The institutions like the NHT or commercial banks are always on the front end of that process. Many times, mortgage institutions can do the loan processing part of it in roughly 30 days, but thereafter comes the process of ensuring that all the fine details are in place, he pointed out. Mr. Burbick said that even the most minute detail can lengthen the loan application process. For example, we have to ensure that 4 Halfway Tree Road is indeed a 4 Halfway Tree Road, and that the evaluation report and the surveyor's ID report don't come back and say it is actually number 6. Issues like that slow down the process, he pointed out. The proper values attributed to the property, all of that it moves from the NHT to the titles office, then a stamp office. Many institutions on the back end do get involved, and I know there's some amount of frustration from the customer as they don't necessarily have an appreciation of all that is going on, but hiring good counsel will help to reduce these challenges, Mr. Burbick stressed. Prime Minister on behalf of JLP donates $500,000 to church to fix AC system. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party donated $500,000 to a church in Portmore to assist with the religious organization's air-conditioned system. The donation was made on Saturday at the Portmore Seventh-day Adventist Church on Port Henderson Road, where the National Church service to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the launch of the JLP was held. The gesture was greeted with widespread applause from attendants. In a message posted on his social media page, Holness said Jamaican people and the improvement of their lives remain the priority of the JLP. Holness noted that his party, when formed in 1943, aimed to work for the improvement of the social, economic, educational and political improvement and the development of the condition of small taxpayers, workers and the general masses. This aim, he explained, remains relevant today. Holness said at 80 years old, the JLP is proud that despite the hardships of recent years, it has steered Jamaica with steady hands. He said having nurtured the foundation, the JLP is in a position to make meaningful changes in the country. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.